Hey, what's going on guys? Luis here and welcome to the second episode of the monthly PC build series right here on Zaxper. Last month we took a look at a $500 gaming PC and you guys seem to absolutely love it, so I'm bringing it back this time with a $700 build. Now with $700 you're going to get slightly better performance and you're also going to get parts that are a little bit more future proof for the games that are coming out in the near future. And you're also going to be able to play at slightly higher resolutions like 1440p or even 4K. So if you've been looking to get yourself a new PC for around this price point, then definitely stay tuned and let's go ahead and get started. So for the case we're going to be using the NCXT S340 mid-tower case, and I absolutely love the color scheme of this case and this side windowed panel. Now it comes both in white and black and you can get it with red or blue accents directly from NCXT. But I personally think that the white one looks overall the best. Now something interesting about this case is that it is made almost entirely out of steel. You're getting a 90% steel construction here, which adds to its durability and also how premium it looks and feels. You're also getting a full cooling system with 2 front fans, 1 top fan, and 1 rear fan. And it also has support for micro ATX, ATX, and mini ATX motherboards. You're also getting 2 USB 3.0 ports, and for $69.99, this is one of the best cases that you can pick up, and one of the best mid-tower cases from NCXT. Now for the CPU, we're going to be using the AMD FX 8350 Black Edition, and this is an octa-core processor from AMD clocked in at 4 GHz, and while you can overclock it, it is nice to know that you're getting a good speed right out of the box. Now one of the interesting things about the 8350 is that for the price that you're paying, you're getting the same performance or even better as the Intel Core i7-2600, which costs over $100 more. Now other features that you get with the 8350 are a 125 power wattage and also an AM3 Plus socket type. Now according to CPUbenchmark.net, the 8350 averages a score of 8989, which is slightly below the Intel Core i7-3770K. Guys, this CPU has a nearly 5-star rating on Amazon and Newegg, so you definitely can't go wrong with it. Now getting into the motherboard, we're going to be using the Gigabyte GA990 FXA, and this motherboard from Gigabyte is absolutely fantastic. It has a 6 GB per second SATA speed, 2 PCI Express expansion slots along with others, support of up to 32 GB of DDR3 memory, and AM3 Plus CPUs. It also has a pretty respectable audio package with Realtek codec, Dolby Home Theater integration, and a lot more. The reason why I chose this motherboard is because even though it is a little bit expensive at $100, it does have all the features that we need, and it's also going to keep your build safe. It is reliable, and as you know, if your motherboard goes down, your entire build can go down, so it's definitely better to be safe than sorry. Now for the RAM, I decided to go with 8 gigs from G.Skill Ripjaws, and these are rated at 1600 MHz to deliver up to 12.8 GB per second on bandwidth for each channel. And they look pretty stylish, and for only $67 I would definitely recommend them. Now 8 gigs of RAM is plenty fast for gaming, but if you do want to use higher resolutions like 1440p or even 4K, then you might want to consider getting 16 gigs of RAM, but of course that will be a little bit more expensive. Now for storage, I decided to go once again with the Western Digital Caviar Blue hard drive, and it's actually what I'm using on my PC right now. I definitely can't recommend this guy enough, and it has a 3rd generation SATA interface with 6 GB per second transfer rate, and you also get 1 TB of storage, so you're definitely going to have all the space that you need for all of your games and media. Now in future builds I am going to try to use more SSDs, but since we are trying to keep the price as low as we can, the Western Digital Caviar Blue definitely gets the job done at only $55. Now for the graphics card, I chose to go with the MSI GTX 960 from Nvidia, and this card is an absolute beast for the price, and even though it only has 2 gigs of DDR5 VRAM, it still performs outstanding. And with the GTX 960, you're going to be able to play games at higher resolutions up to 4K and also use up to 4 display monitors. So it's clocked in at 1.2 GHz and has an advanced thermal design from MSI called the Twin Frozr 5, and with the performance of this card you're going to be able to run pretty much every single game you throw at it at a smooth 60 FPS at 1080p or even 1440p. For only being $200, I was definitely surprised at how much you can get out of this card, so it's definitely worth a spot in your build. For the power supply, we're checking out the Corsair CX600M, and it seems like all of these Corsair PSUs have become the standard for PC gamers, and for a good reason. With 600 watts you're getting plenty of power to keep your build stable, and you're also getting a 3-year warranty from Corsair. and for such a reasonable price, this is one of the best PSUs that you can get out in the market. That's gonna do it for this one. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this month's episode, and definitely stay tuned for the next one. And if you have any suggestions at all, tweet me at ZachsperTech. I will make sure to read all of your tweets, and also follow me while you're at it. But yeah, anyway, thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.